guys, this is Brandy, otherwise known as Mystery of Diamonds, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hey y'all. Okay, so I figured we would continue our journey of little miniatures, but before we get started, I wanted to kind of show you a few things that I got that I'm trying out to see what I think, because when I get where I've decided or experimented and discovered the products that really work for me, if y'all are interested in being able to make miniatures, I'm going to be able to tell you which products work the best for me, and I'm going to link them in a future video. So right now I'm kind of testing and trying out and seeing what I think. So I went and bought one of our a set of these. I've actually bought two sets. The other one's just not here yet because I'm also going to try a different glue just to see what I think. Inside here is that 3-in-1 glue, and what makes this really cool, this is called a fine, whoops, hold on, I guess it would help if I didn't unscrew the wrong part. I'm just supposed to unscrew the cap. Come on, Brandy. So this is what's called a fine liner glue bottle, okay? And so it allows you to be able to apply just a really thin line of glue. And this is really cool because the cap right here, it has this needle part right here that goes back inside that tube so that you have no clog. And I think that was really, really neat. And whoops, well, see if you can get it back in. And so I got two of them. I got this one so that I could put in my 3-in-1 glue. And I went ahead and said, okay, well, let me just try this one for my Aleene's Tacky Glue. Because like I said, I do have two more glues coming that I'm going to try out. And I have two more fine liner bottles. Hence why, since they're white, they're also white, I had to label which one this one is so that I knew which one I was looking at. I also went and purchased some of this double-sided adhesive that is 1/4 inch, because this might actually work really well on plastics and on certain fabrics. And then I also got the really small one that is 1/8 of an inch. So I saw this somewhere and I thought that would be really cool. This is a tool I'm super excited to try. This is called like a oh my gosh, what did they call it? It's like a paper straightener or a bender. And so it's supposed to be able to make bending the papers where you get this nice, beautiful, more professional line. So I'm excited to try this one. Okay, so sorry. So I am super excited. I also got me a few more of the tweezer sets. I mean, I have no idea why I decided to go buy tweezer sets, considering that I have a ton of tweezers from Diamond Art Club, from Treasure Studios Arts, I have a ton of tweezers. But considering that I seem to have a tweezer obsession, and these are like different thicknesses and lengths and all that, and then another bent one, I just thought, well, why not? You know, I should always use more tweezers just in case. You never know. So, yeah, I did that. The other thing I wanted to show you that I did before I actually get started building is, as you can see in my booklet, I have like 3 sections of things to do. You know, this one's going to do this one's for this part, this one's for this part. So I have 3 sets. And so what I did is I went ahead to organize myself, and I cut out all the parts for that section and got all the little pieces, and I put it in one of those because, you know, as a diamond painter, I have a ton of these trays. Like, let's be serious. And then I put it in a Ziploc bag so that I don't accidentally knock it off and lose any of these little small pieces. So as I'm working on the section, I can just pull out the correct bag. So I've got that one's for the first section. This is all the materials for the second section. And this is all the materials that I need for the third section. And I thought that would just kind of make putting it together easier. Now, you don't have to do that. You can cut and take out as you're going. This is just me, and my little brain likes to kind of have it organized a little bit. So I'm going to take out my first section. All right, right, here we go. Got my first section here. And I'm going to look on my sheet, and so I am supposed to take, oh yeah, I'm going to have to measure these again. Okay, I'm going to use these little wires. Let me get them out. I believe that it's this one. I have to measure it. So, oh, I need my measuring tape or measuring ruler. Okay, so I need the one that is 2.2. And by the way, when you get your kits, if you're wondering how I know what to cut things, do you see how okay, well, let me get it to focus. There we go. All right, so do you see where this tells you what the piece is? Okay, so that way you know when you look on your inventory sheet what piece you're looking for. Now this gold thin wire, it comes in one big thing and you have to cut it. This right here tells you how much that you need to cut, okay, for this piece. So I need to find the one that I cut that was 2.2 centimeters. So let me see if this is the one. Okay, so this little one right here is the 2.2 centimeter one. And it tells us that we have to fold it in half and then bend it into a little hook shape. Okay, so I'm going to fold it. And bend it into a little hook. Now I have these jewelry pliers, since this is so small, and I just want to make a little hook, so I'm just gonna take it oh, you can't see what I'm doing, sorry. And then see here, I have, okay, well, you know, I kind of need something, I guess, to see it on. And I have bent it into a little hook, because now I've got to put the little bead on the end of it. So I have little bead, and so I'm gonna have to glue it. I have to glue it onto here. So there is our little hook to hang on the wall. Isn't that cute? Okay, so set that back in the tray. Okay. Okay. Next, we have to take the little bitty ones, that are these little bitty ones, and we have to bend them just a little bit at the end. Alright, so you have to be kind of careful with these because they just want you to bend a little loop in it. Now, you don't have to have jewelry scissors to do this. You can do it with tweezers. It's just a little bit easier to bend it into a little loop if it's jewelry tweezers. I mean jewelry fastener. Because you bend it and then you want to kind of pinch the end together. So I've got two little tiny hooks, and these are going to go on the back of our little sign. So we got to put our sign together first. So I'm going to carefully put these back in the tray, and I'm going to get out our little welcome sign. So we had to cut out one out of the cardboard, and then we had to cut the one on the front so that you kind of have a little bit of a backing. And so I'm going to glue these two together. All right, so now we have it glued together. Now let's put our little finding pieces on the back. So I have my little things on the back, but I need to set this down so it can dry. And the last part, before we start putting some stuff together, so I have to make a little hanger that actually goes on our little sign. And so it tells me that I've got to curl it at the ends. Okay. I don't want to close it, I just want it to be curled. Curl it at this end. Oh, you can't see that. And then I want to round it out. Okay. So what happens is I should be able to link these into the sign to be able to hang up. But I need my sign to dry just a little bit more before I go touching it, I think. Got to dry a little bit more. Okay, a small word of caution. You now see a band-aid on my finger. That was because I decided that I didn't think that the glue was going to hold with this metal piece on my sign. So I decided that I was going to super glue it on. And my super glue was clogged, so I thought, bright idea, I'll take these pointy tweezers and put it into the hole to unclog it. Well, they slipped, because I had it like this, they slipped, and these tweezers went straight into my fingers. Guys, it is no joke. You have to be careful with these tweezers, because, yeah, ouch. All in the name of crafting, y'all, all in the name of crafting. Okay, so I have, oh, no more super glue on my fingers. So I have where I have super glued those pieces on the back. And so now I am going to try and take the little hanger and, okay, so I had a little bit of trouble with my camera, but we attached the little bird sign, or the little, metal piece to the bird sign so that it can hang. Okay, so now that we have all of those pieces, we can put up our cabinet on the wall. So let me see if I can move some of my stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to glue this little shelf onto my wall. Let's wish me good luck here. I'm going to hold it there in place. Okay, so now we have our little shelf. Now we need to put our, our little friendship sign on. Okay. So our little friendship sign that we made last time. Next, we need to put our little hook. We're going to let that dry for a minute before we hang our sign from it. Then we hang our sign. Okay, I'm going to try to bring you to a different angle. There is our shelf and our sign and our bird. All right, so now let's go on to the next part. Okay, so now I'm going to get out the second pack. Okay, a tip that I'm going to use. I'm going to take the really thin one, thin double-sided, and I'm going to put it around my window and stick my plastic piece to it. That was a suggestion that was had on one of the videos I watched. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to try it. Let me take off the backing. Okay, so I've got the backing off. Let's try to position this and stick it down. Oh, look at that. And so I'm just tamping down those that... Oh, nice. So double-sided tape is not our friend in diamond painting, but it is in model building. Look at there. Got my little windows. Okay. I need to make 2 of those. I went ahead and did one with the 3-2-1 glue as well, because I wanted to make sure that I didn't, you know, leave it out. It puts it on just as well, and because it's clear, you know, so you've got 2 options there. If you already are getting the 3-2-1, you know, it works just as well as the double-sided tape. So yay, I've got both of those done. All right, so time to glue this to this. Then we're supposed to take this and wrap it around the counter. Alright, so this is supposed to be something that's supposed to help paper stay on wood, like smoother. So you're supposed to apply this on, spread it around, let it dry, and then stick your paper piece to it. So we are fixing to try that. Whoop, fingers crossed. Alright, so now that our glue is dried, it's still tacky, and so that's what's going to allow us to put this on, but we have to be careful that we are lining it up right, because once I put it down in the glue, it's not so repositionable. And looky there, we got our paper on our tray. On our little bakery cart. Woo woo. Okay, so now we gotta put, this is our cabinet window that goes on the front here. Alright, so now I'm gonna glue this up here so that I can put my piece on the front. Alright, so let's try to get our piece on the front here. Alright, we're gonna set that aside so that it can dry. Oh wait, no, I got one more thing to put on it before I can let it dry. So sorry. Alright, the last thing before we put lights on, and I am going to have to let it dry before lights go on, is this little dessert sign. It's going to go right here. So let's put us a little bit of glue. Okay, we got the dessert. So this has to dry though before we can put on the lights. Okay, I've got it sort of kind of dried, and so actually now I'm supposed to put this fabric on top of here. Once again, I was told that double-sided tape works the best, so I'm going to get a little bit thicker piece. And the reason why they say that this works better for like cloth and certain papers is because the glue goes in between the pieces, and so, you know, it just doesn't fit down necessarily as smoothly. So I'm just cutting me off a piece, and I'm gonna stick it on one side. That may not be exact, but you know, it'll be okay. I'm gonna stick it on the other side, and so now I can peel off these. Alright, once you've got it peeled, all you got to do is place your fabric, and so you can reposition it with this. I want a little bit more to hang over the front. You didn't see that, you saw nothing. I want a little bit more to hang off the front. And then smooth it down, and so now we have our pretty little lace. Look at that. And then we need to put our base on. So I need to put this on the base. So I'm going to get my glue. I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to position it, and then we're going to set it off to the side and let it dry. Now while we're letting it dry, it gives us this little figure right here for us to bend our wire into so that it goes the way it's supposed to. So this tells me the light bulb goes here. All right, and so they should kind of line up. So that's our little thing. So what we're supposed to do, okay, so it tells us to start up underneath on here. So I'm just kind of practicing it first. So I'm supposed to put it up on here, and then this goes down like that. Okay, well, we know I have not been very successful in securing these. So I'm going to have to go slowly with this. Okay. Okay, so I have the lights glued on, so they just need to dry, but here we have our bakery case. Ooh, bakery case. Ooh, looky, looky. Okay, now we're going to go on to, so that actually takes care of everything from set 2. Put that to the side. And that brings us to our last set. Okay, so my next part is the third part to our little thing, and this is with the majority of the really small things. So, ooh, yay, 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 yay. I'm a little nervous about this one. Okay, because we've got a whole bunch of paper folding and everything. So we are starting off with this one, and we got to fold it. I'm going to get to try my new little folding things and see how this works. Okay, so we put it along the line and we fold. Oh, nice. Now for me, I like to try to position it first to see how it's supposed to go together. you know, before I start gluing anything. Oh, I did see, and I'm glad I did it because I didn't see this bend up here. Okay, so we got one part of the little box. Okay, so now we take this little piece and we do all the folds on it. Then we got to fold up into little tents. How many little tents? 2 little tents. So a tent here and a tent here. Ooh, okay. So then I need to glue right here and right here together. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so now we have this piece. Oh, my lighting. And this has to go inside the box. Inside the box. So now we have our little 3-section box. Gonna put that to the side. Alright, it tells us to make another 3. So we got to make another 3 of those little boxes. And there are 4 of my little box parts. We're going to set those aside. Ooh. Next is the part that I've been a little bit scared of. We've got to take this and cut it up. Okay. So it tells us that I need 0.2, and then we gotta cut this up. So now that we have them cut up into little bitty pieces, I hope that's little bitty pieces enough. Oh, this one looks kind of big. Hold on. then we're supposed to take one of these beads and roll it around in there. So I need a toothpick. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue on the bead, and then I'm going to roll it all around in there and cover it up. Alright, I have one little ball, and I got to do that 2 more times. Okay. Okay, so there are my 3, I guess there's the strawberry balls. So now it's time to move on to the bear. So we got to do 3 of the green ones. We have to do 3 of the green ones, and we have to do 3 of the yellows. So I am going to do those just like I did those. I'm going to cut them up, put them all on the beads, and I'll come back and show you that. Okay, so here are each of the 3 little, I guess they're like cake balls. That's what I'm picturing, is that they're little cake balls. So now that we have our strawberry, our, I'm not sure, maybe chocolate dish, and lemon, we're now going to put them in the little bakery box. So I'm going to glue them in. Okay, and that is my little cake balls in the little container. So that finishes up this page and this video for now. Bye guys.